Hi, it's Hans at happierman.com. Today's topic is keep squatting. The squat is the weight training movement where you put the bar on your back and you balance it on your back and you'll kind of hold it with your arms, hold the bar in place so it doesn't fall off, and then you squat down like you're kind of like going to sit on a low chair or a toilet, and then you get down to the bottom when your legs are kind of parallel. The top of your thighs are then kind of parallel with the top of with the floor, and you go back up, and then you do that for a prescribed number of repetitions. So it's one of the most basic movements you can do, right? Get out of the chair, get off the toilet, get out of bed, get off the ground, pick yourself off. So the beauty of the squat is you're staying strong, you're creating strength for like your normal stuff. And you'll find that old people, as they age, they have less and less and less ability to do the basic stuff. So I would suggest that if you want your older age to not be so blasted difficult, you would squat weights with weight on your back, and hopefully the longer you can do that, the longer you can kind of stay not debilitated. I mean, what is more debilitating than not getting off the toilet yourself, right? That's, I would think that when you get to that point, that would be about the end. But I don't know. I guess it's a delicate topic, the old people and the frailty and the aging, certainly. But for me, I like to be able to squat, and so I just had a great squat workout. I did 5 repetitions with 295 pounds. Now, I have done more than this in the past, maybe probably not 2020, probably 2019 or so. I was up into the low 300s for reps, and I had some setbacks last year. Early in 2020, I hurt my back deadlifting, and I had to take off. I didn't first couple weeks of January, so I didn't lift at all. And then when I got back into it, my back is weak because I wasn't doing it, and I hurt my back, so I had to go way, way, way down. So I went way, way down again, and then started building back up. The coronavirus, many, many months of not lifting. So you get the idea that just because you have built a significant amount of strength at a certain lift or a bunch of lifts, life can throw you a massive curve, and you got to go back down again. So that's what happened to me. I had to go way back down again, and now I'm building back up. So I've been, after the coronavirus, I started good and light, and just been going up little by little every week, every workout. And it's feeling good, and I'm trying to back when I first started this after the coronavirus, I would just do one heavy work set, and of course the set was very, very, very light, and I did that for a number of times, and then as I was starting to gain a little wind back, I would add in another set, or maybe 2 work sets, or maybe 3 work sets. But now the weight is starting to get advanced, so I'm going back down to this one heavy work set idea that seems to be pretty good for older lifters, older people. You don't go overboard with the volume and get so blasted, worn out, and run down and creaked and overtrained. So anyway, that was a pretty good workout for me. I would suggest you keep squatting. If you can put your body weight on a bar on your back and and squat down below the parallel and come back up, it's hard to believe you won't be considered a strong person, right? So your legs and your back and your hips and your knees, all of that will thank you for this hard work. And I know it's hard. You don't want to do that movement because it is so blasted hard. But like I said, you don't have to overdo it. Stick to the 5 repetitions. That's a really good tip. Once you go higher repetitions, you lose your wind so quickly doing the squats. It's not pleasant at all. 5, I think 5 is plenty. Maybe even less sometimes when you're going way heavy. And don't do just 1 rep where you're always just trying to max out every time. No, you're trying to get repetitions, 3 to 5. And like I said, just do the 1 heavy set, not so many once you start getting higher weights. If you're an older lifter, even if you're a younger lifter, I would caution against too many sets because, for one thing, it takes so blasted long because you got to wait a good 10 minutes between heavy sets. So it takes you probably 10-15 minutes to get up to that heavy set and then do the set. That takes a minute. So 15, 16, 10, 26, 36. You're at nearly 40 minutes just for the squat. So that's why I think you want to think about the 1, as you get older, as you need to have like a well-balanced life and do everything else you want to do besides just get good at squatting. But if you stay good at squatting, I think you'll find your life is going to be a lot better. I mean, it's certainly. I had when I go hiking in the mountains, when you're going down, if your legs aren't strong from squatting, your knees are just going to take a terrible beating. You want that strength in your legs. You want that hip power so you can drive yourself up the mountain. So it's a really good exercise, really good for you. Really good for men, really good for women, and don't go overboard with the 10 or 15 rep sets. That will, that kind of makes your life really, really miserable in the short term. But if you stick to that 5 repetitions, I think you'll find, man, you're just going to be as strong as a bull, and you can make your life a whole lot better. So give that idea some thought. All for now.